Hi guys, my name's Shiels down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and this is a follow-up of my swing analysis from Me and My Golf. So Piers and Andy videoed my golf swing while we were out in Turkey, and then when they got back they analysed it. I think they were relatively kind, considering that we played against them, so they were quite kind on the swing. If you've not seen the swing analysis, go and check it out on their channel. So I'll put a link up here in the corner. Go and check the swing analysis out because they did a great job at understanding my swing and what I would like to work on. So the things that I told them, we worked on with the driver, and the things that I told them is that I would like to stop maybe turning the ball quite as far in the air, so without drawing it too much, and obviously it turns into a bit of an overdraw, which we've seen in some of the videos. I've known that for a while, and I know my swing. I get on GC2, I hit balls, but to really work on my swing, I very rarely do it. To really, hit golf balls and try and drill something out, I very, very rarely do it. But Piers and Andy gave me a dead simple tip, and I'm going to show you how it's actually changed my swing path and got me hitting the ball a lot straighter, and how it feels to do it, because I haven't had a lesson for an awful long time, and it feels weird having a lesson. A lot of you out there be like, yeah, it does. It does feel odd. It feels odd trying to change something. They used a bottle and they used another club. So I'm going to show you this. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hit a golf shot on my simulator with the GC2 and just show you what the shot I would normally hit and show you the path numbers, because that's the biggest one that we've tried to fix, the path numbers. So I'm just going to hit one normally first without really thinking about my new technique. So this is the shot I would normally try and hit. So you can see that's my normal ball flight. If it's not a big draw, it's a little bit of a push. And that's because of my swing path. And I've known this for an awful long time. I've known that my path has been too far from the inside. You can see the bottom image there, 6.3 from the inside. I'm actually going to hit this one off the tee this time, because I feel like I hit that a little bit better then. So 6.3 from the inside. Set another one. And that's a lot of good players' issue. It's a lot of good players that I coach hit the golf ball too much from this way, or swinging it out to the right too much, whichever way we want to think about it. Oh, that was a bad hit. But it's always moving towards the right. 6.3, almost very, very accurate again. But that does put me in trouble. That does. It either draws, it overdraws, or it pushes. So I've got 1 in 3 times of hitting a fairway. And that's about right, that's about where I get to. So Piers and Andy identified that on the way down, my club coming in gets too far behind me and then pushes out to the right too much. So they gave me a really simple drill, and this is one again I want to share with you guys, because I think for a lot of you who maybe hit the golf ball too far from the inside, this has really helped my swing path and got me hitting the ball an awful lot straighter. It involves 2 pieces of equipment, golf club and the water bottle. So they've called this drill laying it on the line. Very inventive, lads, I like that. And what it involves is I'm going to hook this 6-iron just behind my left heel. Let me get that in position. So I've hooked it, the head behind my left heel. So now the shaft is running parallel to my heels. Now my feeling for this, my feeling that I need to produce, is I'm trying to lay the golf club, my driver shaft, parallel to that once I've hit the shot. Now what this is going to do, it's going to move my path further to the left, much further to the left. Now honestly, and this again is insight, it feels to me like I'm moving it so far to the left that I will slice it. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like I'm hitting from the outside so much, and laying this golf club on that line, I feel like the ball's going to shape to the right. Should we see? Should we see what it does? So I've got that hooked in my left heel. I'm going to make sure the swing goes through and lays it on that line. Now I've pulled that a tiny bit, but what you're going to see from the path numbers, so I was reminding you I was 6.3 before. Let's see what path numbers I am now. So I was 6.3 before. I'm not worried about distance or anything else like that. Now my path has changed to 1.1. Still to the right. 1.1. Now it feels, honestly, I can't exaggerate it enough, it feels like I'm about 10 to the left. It feels that way. And a lot of my top golfers who improve the most, when I've asked them what it feels like, they always say I've doubled the exaggeration level. So whatever you've told me, I've doubled what you've said. And it's exactly what I feel like I'm doing here. I'm hitting these golf balls, feeling like my golf club is over here. It's not, it just feels like it is. Let me see if I can get even better than that. I mean, that was 1.1, that was pretty impressive. So I've gone from 6 to 1. Let me hit one out the middle doing that swing. Look at the flight. How much softer is that flight? How much of a little tiny draw is that flight? How many more fairways will I hit with that flight? But it feels alien, it feels odd. 3.3 from the inside. And I'm very, very happy with that number. It's nowhere near as severe as it was. Nowhere near. It used to be, like I say, I think 6 or 7 at the start of this video is a compliment of how much practice I've been doing. I've known it to be 9 and 10s before my path. Let's go one more. So I'm trying to get the club over here. That felt good. Maybe not quite as good as the 1.1. Maybe not quite as good as that one. Let's have a look. Now I'm not striking these brilliant just yet because it feels odd, it feels alien. So I'm not quite finding the middle, but 3.2 again. So again, I've halved my swing path to the right. The last thing that did is they put a water bottle about a foot and a bit in front of the golf ball and just outside the golf ball, so to the right. You might not be able to actually see the golf ball from where you are there. And I have to feel like the ball is going to exit to the left of that golf ball. Now there's one instance when we're out in Turkey actually, when we're playing floodlight golf, and there was a floodlight to the right hand side of the hole. And I nearly hit that as my draw started moving it to the left. So the thing with this is stopping the ball going down that right hand side, making me again exaggerate how far this club goes to the left. And let's hit a really good last one to complement the advice I've been given to see what this swing path does. Now before I would have been very, very, very scared about hitting that bottle. I say I'm just slightly pulling it, but I can tweak that and refine that a little bit more than that. But again, it's not shaping loads. 3 points that I can get a bit better than that. 3 points that I can get definitely better than that. Again, I have to really get the club over here. Really get it over there. That should be my best one. That should be my best one. Notice how I've not pushed a single shot, and notice how I've not overhooked a single shot. I've pulled a couple into that left corner, because it feels like my face going that way. 2.7 from the inside, and that is a massive, massive change. I know that in myself. Now in practice, when I've really refined that, when I've hit 10, 15, 20, 30 shots, I can get that path to almost 0, which is unheard of for me. It feels odd, and sometimes it jeopardizes where I hit on the club face just because it feels so different. But over time, I know if I've practiced that movement enough, I will hit much straighter shots. So me and my golf, thank you very much for that. I appreciate your advice. It's made me want to actually practice again. You put the pressure on me to practice again. Ready for our matches in the future, guys. You're in trouble now, because obviously Finchy as well, he had his swing analysed. Go and check that out. How you perfect on perfection, I'm not quite sure, but they managed to do a little bit. He's down there listening. Guys, thanks for watching. Do subscribe. Go subscribe to me and my golf. Go subscribe to Finchy. And that's me changing my path, having a golf lesson. Probably the first one maybe in 10 years. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.